violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
We have an up-close look at the suspected Midtown shooter's cab ride to the airport.
Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo has security video from the checker cab and also spoke with the driver. Rob continues our team coverage live from the checker cab headquarters in West Midtown. Rob, what did the driver tell you?
Well, Courtney, Tom, the taxi driver told me he didn't think too much of it at first. He's given rides to her in the past, and they're both from the same company, or country, I should say. But that cab ride turned out to be instrumental in leading up to her arrest.
Actually, when I was going to pick her up, I saw all the police and the fire department, and I was able to pick her up in front of all these people.
Wow. And that just shows the lack of resources that Atlanta has. I mean, nobody should be going in and out of that street. There should be checkpoints at every block. And he was able to just pick this shorty up, who is actually from his home country, the motherland, and, you know, take her to the airport unscathed.
The checker cab driver says he's given Reza Kenye rides before. At first, he didn't think anything was off. Security video shows her hopping in and asking him to go to a house in Ainsley Park.
I didn't have no idea. I didn't even suspect anything. Again, because I picked her up before. It was not some random person that I picked up for the first time.
She then told him to take her to the airport. Then he got a phone call from the checker cab dispatch.
I had called every single driver that we had that was in the Atlanta area and asked them if they had a passenger in their car, if it was a female.
Dispatcher Lauren Hewitt said,
A what female? A super sister gremlin on demon time.
Yeah, and asked them if they had a passenger in their car, if it was a female.
Dispatcher Lauren Hewitt says he was the only one in the whole city at that moment who did.
There's a point in time where the dispatcher called me, and they say, I heard in the background, it's not her. The police say it's not her.
Then the dispatcher called back with the police on the other line. The driver then asked the suspect,
Do you have any problem with anyone?
Oh man, she just caught 2 bodies, shot 3 people, and she's saying she ain't got no problems, got the strap on her.
Okay. Do you? What happened? I said, listen. All the phone call I'm receiving is about you. You know, do you have any? Do you have a problem with somebody? Did you do anything? And she told me no. She said, you safe. Don't worry, you safe.
The cab, which has a GPS tracker in it, is how we believe police found her. The video shows her pay and climb out of the cab at the terminal, where police later catch up with her.
I will get my briefcase.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And that briefcase that she mentions is the same one we saw in that security camera footage from yesterday. Now be sure to come back at 6 where we'll continue to break down this very up-close footage of this very dangerous situation. Live in West Midtown, Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, some amazing video from inside that cab. Thanks, Rob, for bringing that to us. Meantime, breaking.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Now new at 5 o'clock, heavy hearts and questions as family remembered this 4-year-old girl this afternoon. Her mother had to watch the service from jail. The girl found her mother's gun and shot herself at I-85 and North Druid Hills Road in DeKalb County back on August 7th. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live for us. And Tom, the girl's uncle says that her mother should not be charged with murder.
Wow. I mean, the community does not want any accountability at all. A lot of these single mothers are reckless. They have no business with a firearm, especially around their kids. And then, you know, if a kid finds something like that, only the worst things can happen. I've been saying this from the beginning of my channel. Sisters, come get your kids.
Yeah, Wendy, Kaylin Lewis is in jail right now on murder and felony child cruelty charges. Her family says she should not be there because they say this was a horrible accident. They remembered little Kaylin, Kendall, as someone who loved life and who couldn't wait to start pre-K.
I mean, that's all she talked about.
4-year-old.
Wow. Look at this sweet little girl. I mean, she stood no chance with her idiot low IQ mama.
Kendall Lewis Elamine was thrilled about starting pre-K.
Her main focus was wanting to make friends.
The night before she was all set to make her pre-K debut, her life came to a tragic end. Police say Kendall found a gun under the driver's seat of her mother's car as they drove on I-85 near the North Druid Hills exit earlier this month.
So she found the gun under her mama's seat. I guess the strap was her mama's. Could have been her boyfriend's. Who knows? The police probably know. Maybe it was legal, but it's not a place where you put a strap, especially when you have a child in the car.
Kendall pulled the trigger and killed herself.
This is devastating for the family, and it's going to take us some time to recover.
We saw family and friends arriving to say their goodbyes at Kendall's funeral. Her mother, Kaylin Lewis, wasn't here because she's in jail facing murder and felony child cruelty charges in her daughter's death. Her uncle says she should be here because this was a tragic accident.
This is not a murder case? No, not at all. This is just a horrific accident. This is just a horrific accident.
Kaylin's attorney told me he doesn't know what detectives were thinking charging this case as a murder.
This is the first time in my 30 years I've heard of a mother being charged with murder because a child finds a gun in a location.
Jackie Patterson says the warrant even calls what happened an accident.
There's no way she would intentionally ever do anything to cause the death of her child.
Rucker says Kaylin always looked out for Kendall.
She took care of Kendall. It was never any issues or anything like that. She was a loving mom.
And although they may say this, I'm pretty sure she's torn up about this. So I do want to tread a little lightly, but you got to bear some responsibility. You need to face some accountability for the death of your daughter. She definitely deserves some time. She deserves some time for real. I know it was an accident, but you can't be that careless. There are plenty of, plenty of videos that come and are published by the news, even WSB TV, that are covered by the news, published by the news, that say, hey, you need to make sure that your guns are locked up and that children don't have easy access to them. Obviously, she didn't do that. She was very careless. I guarantee she was listening to some NBA YoungBoy or something like that in the vehicle with her kid. And, I mean, it's just a recipe for a disaster. No father. Where is the father? Does he even care? Did he come to the funeral? Who did she get impregnated by? All these questions we are wondering. But one thing we know for sure is that these super neglectful single mother gremlins are on demon time.
And Patterson says Kaylin was able to watch the funeral service via a live stream from jail. I'm Tom Jones reporting live for Channel 2 Action News.
All right, guys. So we are going to review some video of an arrest of a teen who shot a 3-year-old in the head. This is pretty crazy. Trigger warning, y'all. Let's get it. Kentavious Wright is who we looking for. Kentavious. Very close to Jenquavious, but not quite. There's only one Jenquavious.
Exit out the vehicle for me.
Exit out the vehicle with the hands in the air.
Just put the phone down for us, please, so you don't get yourself hurt. Come back towards us.
Oh, wow. I thought he was supposed to get shot automatically just for hopping out the car.
Any weapons on you? Get your hands away from your purse for me. Put them on top of your head.
Okay, looks like they got the sister out the car first. I couldn't tell with the braids. Dang, so Shorty had a strap on her. Wow. So he gave her the gun. Setting these chicks up for the okie doke. And this is who they want us to cuff.
Come over here. Back here. Over here. Check her down for me. You want to clear this? Yep. All right, let's roll.
They always playing some dumbass rap music.
Alright, we're good. Where's the key? Yeah, I'm looking for it. Alright, I got it. Let me know when you're ready. I think he probably has the key. It ain't popping up.
Yeah, he's got his phone and a big stack of cash in his pocket.
There are no weapons on
him. In his back pocket.
Oh, so he's got a big stack of cash in his back pocket. And we're supposed to believe that these super gremlins are killing babies because of poverty.
To my girlfriend, please. As soon as we get a chance, all right? I'll get the money out of your pocket in a second. You got no weapons on you, right?
Nah.
What's your ID?
And they're blocking his ID because I believe he's underage. So with that, if he gets juvenile life, I mean, he'll be back before he hits his 30s.
Chef, I love you, bro.
I'll walk you.
Chef.
Hey, follow this officer right here.
Chef.
Come on, come on.
I love you for real, bro.
Now he copping pleas. Shot, I love you, bro. I love you. I mean, these super gremlins go from gangsta to to like soft real quick.
Can I get my girlfriend a kiss out, please?
Now you want to give his girl a kiss. That's crazy.
Get in a second. Come on, brother. You get in a second.
Please.
We'll get in a second.
This man, he's finna get worked in the penitentiary. Man, that man too soft.
Come on, brother. You get in a second.
There we go, man. Lock him up. I'm glad he got caught. We don't need these super gremlins who are murdering children on the streets, but I know that I'm gonna get some pushback for that from the community. Man, why you worried about what he got going on? He could have had a reason why he did it. You don't know what happened. He could have been sliding back on some ops. Like, bruh, we done heard it all. We tired of it. We don't want to see this, whatever's left of the community, be destroyed. But I mean, it looks like we really don't have no control over that. They really just destroying themselves.
6-7.
Yeah, he's in custody with 6-7. Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! That's what the N-word!